Last we left off, the Wildcards had infiltrated the once proud Darkwood manor that now serves as a stash house for the Crimson Coin. Splitting into two groups to investigate and locate the best way in, Hondo and Mary spotted and eliminated a sniper threat watching the western side of the manor, and around the back, Boone, Gord, and Alana were witness to an odd undead servant taking out the trash and showing some other entrances. With windows shrouded with curtains inside and barred on the outside, you instead turned your attention to a second-floor balcony off the back of the home. Finding access through a blocked door, you managed to frighten the mercenaries inside into clearing passage for you, and then subsequently fell into a series of battles. You quickly finished off these fellows inside what appeared to be a massive pantry, stuffed with non-perishable foods and sacks, crates of wine and liquor, casks of ale, other handmade goods. And you had caused enough of a stir in this room, in this upper floor room, to alert nearby creatures. Quickly, a massive hulking four-legged beast burst through the door and with a barbed tongue dragged you back into the room it came from. You'd battle with this beast, and in time another trio of mercenaries joined the fray. Your party having come in from behind, you have caught them flat-footed and were rolling through them pretty well. The beast now lays dead and smoldering. One of the three mercenaries also dead, and the others are backpedaling away, or were backpedaling away. However, suddenly, all went still, and rising up in the middle of this wraparound staircase in what would lead to a foyer below, one of the alien-like lieutenants to the coin arose. Familiar to Hondo, but to the rest of you, you see teal skin rippling with purple veins beneath, large yellow eyes, no mouth or nose, and wielding an impressive kind of hooked and curved longsword in one hand. It flies without wings, seemingly magically. Energy seems to surround it as it telepathically reached out into your minds with a threat of pain and death for your brazen actions. And with the three combatants and you in pursuit, in the midst of this heist/arson plan/ we'll figure it out as we go, we begin tonight, and we're going to all roll initiative.
Yes!
I did not write down your initiative numbers from the last time, otherwise I would have kept it. So
Reroll,
we're just going to re-roll.
baby.
So across the board, go ahead and re-roll.
That's
Initiative.
a 6.
And
Boone Vedette.
we'll switch over to the old battle cam. Can change the lighting a little bit.
This battle cam is sponsored by Apple
By me.
Computers, I think. Oh, that contract fell through.
Ooh, pink.
Very pink. Is that too pink?
Does this music fit what's about to happen? It's hard to say.
Okay. 25 to 20.
Oh no, you must be a
guys.
I got 27.
Oh, fuck, okay. So technically not 25 to 20.
Yeah, you're right. Good for you to wait.
It's a good point. I should start from 30
27.
from now on.
Jesus Christ.
That's true. With Kevin in the party, you need, or with Hondo in the party, you need to start from 30.
I should say
Val
20,
has advantage
20
on
and
initiative.
above.
So, you know, like,
Say Val has an advantage on initiative?
yeah, the little scepter gives me advantage.
Oh yeah, that's right, the Dragon Scepter.
But you haven't got to use it.
Yeah. He used it once.
Yeah, probably
In
like
that
legend
fight.
lore, I think.
20 to 15.
18.
Okay.
It's Brawley and I home for last.
18 for Mary. Okay, 15 to 10.
14.
Nice.
11.
Great, good job, everyone.
Allie, you said 14?
Yeah. Because I have advantage, if I didn't have that advantage, I would have gotten 7.
Oof.
Still better than me.
Oh no!
And Boone,
6.
6 it
I
is.
think I was
Oh,
last
no.
last time.
Someone's got to go last, right?
Someone has to go last.
And for once, it's not Alana.
I know.
That's
What is
I've really taken that mantle since Boone showed up.
Just
You
that
can't
heavy
go for
armor
your
you're
trophy. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so little refresher on the map. Hondo, Boone, and Mary, you guys are all in this line here. There's a door directly behind Boone that is open. Gord, you are in this room here, just coming through. This is where you entered in before. Horace is just hanging out back here. This is one of the mercenaries. This is the other mercenary, and this is our floating, flying friend. One last note. Elena is gone, but she is on fire.
Oh, that's right. And didn't we hear them call this guy some sort of military class rank? Weren't they like...
They referred to him as Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
It's the same kind of guy who had
I
Hondo.
thought they called the other guy like Colonel or something.
No, I think he was also Lieutenant. Was it?
There was Lieutenant. Yeah, Lieutenant was the other one who was hunting Hondo, and then there's the General, obviously.
So 2 lieutenants. That's cute.
They seem to be similar, well, to Hondo at least. Same creature, same race at least. Though this is the first time you collectively are seeing it. I guess you could have potentially seen him as you were running away.
Yeah,
but not a good look. This is a good straight on look.
None of us wanted a good look. It was get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was scary.
What did I do with my
Is this the same day as that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is that night. Okay, I'm gonna go. He's kind of flying. Let's give him a little aerial up there, and we'll say he's like maybe a few feet above like eye level, but more or less put him on the same plane as you in terms if you wanted to think of like line spells and things like that. He's an equal playing field, but the space beneath him, Alana at least you could see, and the rest of you could probably infer pretty easily. It drops down and follows the staircase down into a foyer in the entryway. As we begin with Hondo, what are you going to do? You've got 2 mercenaries directly before you and this new figure who just called out and threatened your lives.
I think I will take the mercenaries first, just because there'll be a distraction later.
Okay.
If they're not taken out right away.
So, what's the plan?
So I will use Whisper. I will roll.
Do attack.
So 4
okay.
plus 14, 18.
Jeez.
Which one are you going for? The one who's engaged with Alana on the left there, or
Yep.
the one directly in front of you, like by 15, 20 feet?
No, I'm going to go with the engaged one.
You got it. Okay. In that case, 18. You're a sharpshooter, so actually you ignore the half cover he otherwise would have had, which would have pushed him out of your range or out of your attack roll, but you are a sharpshooter and you're able to connect with Whisper. Go ahead and roll damage with sneak attack.
With sneak?
Yep. You have an ally in combat. Actually, I should say, did you want to teleport with that?
Yeah, why not? So my damage roll is 31
Jesus Christ.
plus
Holy shit. Rogues.
8.
He rolled a 4. He rolled a 4 to hit this guy.
39.
So 39
Yep.
total, yeah.
You got it. Oh, wait, sorry. I wrote the wrong number. Scratch that out.
How do you want to do this?
Legitimately, Hondo, as this guy was kind of pulling away from Alana, and Alana had already got a couple of hits on him, or perhaps it was Boone and Alana was following up. He's kind of pushed back against the banister, and you just pierce him in the jugular, and the just blood splatter just covers the banister and the upper stairs, and he just is like clutching his neck as you pull Whisper out. And just between you and Alana, you are the last things this figure sees as he crumples to the ground.
What do you say?
Yes,
I know you're
pizza
thinking about
pie.
On the board.
He had a family. That's fun.
Okay, well that is your action. You have
My
movement and a bonus.
Oh, that was my bonus too?
No, that was you have
Okay.
movement and bonus to do because the teleport is a free action.
How do I have enough do I have enough steps to get to the other guy?
To get back into this. Yep. No
Okay.
problem. No problem.
Now I will use Frostbite on that guy.
Okay.
That comes to a 14 roll, and Frostbite is plus 11, so 25.
Definitely hits.
And that will be no sneak, right? Obviously.
No, only once in your turn.
2d6 plus 5. So 1, 2. Okay. 8 plus 5.
Okay. 13 points of damage to this guy. As you just dart back into the room and just with a quick slash, you carve into this guy who
Jetting back and forth.
He blocks like a good amount of the attack with like the gun itself, but then it cuts down like his forearm. He does take some of the damage, but he's been untouched thus far as he was kind of pulling away from you guys. Okay, so that is the end of Hondo's turn. That takes us to the mercenary that Hondo is directly in front of, who brings the pistol up and like grabs the front of your chest, your armor. Hondo pulls you in and tries to go 2 gut shots, just point blank.
Do I get to dodge and react?
If he hits it, you can use your uncanny dodge.
Or attack of opportunity?
No attack of opportunity. Despite you always thinking you can't. Here we go. First attack. Oh, that lingered on a natural 20 for a hot second, but it is only a 10 on this shot. Yeah. So as much as he pulls you close, you do just, like literally, you do just dodge. You dodge the shot and it kind of goes wide. Actually splinters the wood directly behind Mary's head as she just moves out of the way of this firing bullet. The second shot is certainly going to hit you with a 24. That's going to deal... are you going to use your reaction here to uncanny dodge this attack? Or do you want, I guess you could hear the amount of damage first if you want. The amount of damage is going to be, there's going to be 7 points of piercing damage, an additional 9 points of poison damage for a total of 16. So if you use your reaction, reduce to 8. Yeah. Use your reaction, you take 8 points damage. As you dodge and he repositions the second shot, and it just goes right into the side of your armor. The armor takes the brunt of the hit, but you can feel like it's just leather beneath like the jacket you wear, and there's like a section of your armor that is completely destroyed by this point blank shot. He pulls back, looks around. Oh, what is he gonna do? Yeah. 10. Yeah, he's gonna. You use your reaction so he can get away from you.
I can use my reaction?
You just did.
Oh shit! Yeah. Damn it.
Did he come past me?
Yes, he is past you and Alana. Actually, he hasn't passed Alana yet. So yeah, Mary, go ahead. He does cross past you.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your attack opportunity.
Ooh, I rolled pretty bad, actually. Well, not bad. I rolled an 8 on the dice, but I think that probably still hits. It's a 23.
Yeah, all of your bonuses are in the double digits. Unless you roll like 4 or less, you guys are probably fine. That does hit.
Ooh, minimum damage, though. So that's 10 points of damage.
Yeah, he continues past, though you like quickly, your focus is on the big fucking scary alien guy. This guy just happens to cross your path and you just like flick the blade out and it just kind of carves past like the upper arm, just doing it like nicking him, but enough that he spins, bumps into Alana and continues past. And he's actually going to try and vault over the edge and into the foyer down below. Alana, you will get an attack of opportunity here, but I'm going to have him roll an acrobatics check. Depending on how well he rolls, you have disadvantage in the attack because he's going to be like kind of in the midst of like falling away from you. So Let me see what the acrobatics is going to be. It's only a 13, so I'm not going to give you the disadvantage. I'm going to straight roll attack of opportunity if you want to use your reaction.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay, 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Okay.
So actually, as he does kind of roll over the edge and go to land down into the foyer below, you swing out and you just kind of clip the edge of like his boot, and it kind of spins him, causing the poor landing. But you don't deal a significant amount of damage with it, and he drops out of sight. Okay, that is going to be his turn. That'll take us to Mary.
Okay, so I'm kind of in a little corner.
You
right?
are. Yep. There's a tiny little wall jet there.
So if I stick my head out, what do I see?
You just pop out.
Body.
You can see a bleeding out figure directly at Alana's feet, and over Alana's head, you can see this floating alien type of figure.
Shit. Okay, I want to take out the alien, but I also know Alana has better range shit than I do right now against something like this. I'm really afraid to let anyone start running away because we can't have anyone else. Would I have seen or heard or realized that guy jumped the banister?
I think with your passages, absolutely. You hear the clipping of Alana's miss, and you hear a distant kind of echoing landing of leather on wood below, and it's just out of range. You're like that was definitely the sound of someone dropping a significant distance. Oh, not significant, 10 feet.
Okay, and this guy, sorry, how far up is he floating from where we are? Is it about level with Bannister?
Yes, it is maybe a few feet above your eye line, so he's looking down ever so slightly, but more or less on equal plane.
Okay. I'll say, fuck. Can't let anyone get away right now. Oh, Lana, fuck him up, and I'm just gonna run and try to jump after the dude to jump the banister.
Okay. Are you gonna jump the banister?
Yep, I'm gonna try to jump exactly where I think he might have.
Okay, go ahead and roll an acrobatic check. Are you gonna try and land on him?
Well, I don't know where he is. I can't see him, right? Before I jump.
When you get to the banister, you can see he's directly down. He went straight down and couldn't go any further. He's just standing up from prone.
I mean, yeah, I'll try to land on him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an acrobatic check. Are you going to make this a jump over with your weapon, or do you want to just land on top of him and try and knock him prone?
If I do that, is that the action?
It would be think of it like your first attack is going to be basically like a body slam.
Oh, the first attack is kind of like a push.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll do that with the first attack. So acrobatics first.
Don't worry so much about the acrobatics for this because you're not being super graceful. You're landing with force on a person.
Gotcha.
So go ahead. Athletics versus his acrobatics.
Athletics, okay. That is a 24.
That is a 13. So you certainly land on top of him. And I'm going to do a strength save just to see if he goes fully prone. He's not able to get out of the way. Strength save. What is your DC for your maneuvers?
My DC for my maneuvers, I think, is a 21, but let me double check.
21.
Or maybe it's
crazy.
a 20. Maybe it's a 20. 1 second. Hold, please. Why isn't it saying here?
In your features and traits, I believe. Regardless, we could do it fast. I think it's proficiency plus 10 plus your dex.
It's a 20.
Okay. He fails and you knock him prone. That is your first attack.
Okay.
Stand over him on this.
Ooh. Fancy.
So, Mary, as you drop into the foyer, you can see as you land and stand over top of this figure, you can immediately see the wraparound stairs come up and around here. You guys just jumped over this way. The front door is closed, and right there's a rug that runs the entryway. There's an open room directly behind you, but you're focused here right now. There are 2 closed rooms immediately there. So there's a door there, and a door right there. And there are 2 statues or suits of armor that are right there immediately as you land on top of him. Quickly survey the scene. You see no other figures, but there's just a series of doors and this prone figure before you.
Immediate distrust at the 2 sets of armor just standing there. We've been burned before. Okay, if he's prone, I'm going to attack him again.
Go ahead. At
At
advantage.
advantage. Oh, so close. The first one was almost natural 20, then it rolled to a 2. That would have been fun. So it's a lot, though. It's 18 plus the shit time. And since I have advantage, I'd get sneak.
Yep, absolutely.
It's 13 plus 9. So 22.
22 to hit or 22 damage, sorry.
22 damage. To hit is like a 30-something.
Okay. That is 22. Okay, he's still still not standing, but he's still alive.
Okay, well, I got my last attack.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 19. So another 30-something to hit. And it's just straight damage. Minimum damage again. So it's 10 points.
With the last bit of holding him down, you are able to, you're able to finish him off handily. You used 5, 10, 15, 20. I'd say the full move to drop down on top of him, so you have no further movement from here. You've used your action to attack. Bonus action?
Can I use my bonus action to do Eye for Detail and just try to look around and I can see the room behind me? Is that a door or is that not a door?
No, it is open space, but just based on the immediate what you saw, you can now use your bonus action to try and see more.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action Eye for Detail and just try to see if I can see or hear any other creatures in our area.
Absolutely.
So for perception check, that's going to be a 22.
22. Okay. As you look, into the room beyond, you can see there's a small sitting area. It's kind of like drawing room, living room area, where you can see there's a love seat and 2 chairs around a table, and you can see on the table there are a number of candles, and there was a bottle of liquor and glasses. Directly beyond them there is a fireplace, and above the fireplace there is this skull. It's a large, draconic-looking skull in profile. The eye sockets are empty, the bone polished white, multiple horns and spines that rise from snout to crown. Immediately, even at this distance, because there is light from the fire, that is exactly something where you would hide a switch, a lever, something. And you can see there's something odd about some of the spines. Some of it just doesn't align right. Even at this distance, you're like, okay, I'm going to clock that away for later because there's something weird about that. From this angle, that's all you can make out, with the exception of coming around the corner into the room that is into this room beyond. You see 3 slow shambling figures in these kind of like servant attire, like somewhat suits and moth-eaten and moldy, old, ratty. You can see they're tattered and the shirts stained as these headless servants slowly kind of shamble into the room and, without looking in your direction, seem lost. And then all 3 of their bodies turn directly in your direction.
I don't like it.
I had creepy miniatures, now I can't find them. So I'm just going to use regular miniatures. You guys,
That's all good. It's creepy in our heads.
Those look kind of creepy.
The lighting lighting out's still the creepy.
Definitely. Those are the two key things you see at a distance. And I would say that is it. And it's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Unless you want to say anything last. Although you did say something.
I did say something earlier. Yeah.
Then that will take us to this alien figure at the top of the foyer. Looking at the battlefield before you, let's see. You can see one. He does not know Gord and Horus are way back there. Let's see. Okay, he is going to begin to cast a spell. Mary, Alana, Hondo, and Boone. As he is going to just drift here. So you can fly. Yeah, fly to here first. Keeping all of you in his sight. Now kind of flying up over the stairs. You hear in this kind of screeching telepathic manner into your minds. You hear, surrender your weapons and kneel until you are restrained. I need Boone, Alana, Hondo, and Mary to make wisdom saving throws for me.
Ooh-wee. Okay. That's not
16.
that good. That's not that good.
18 plus wisdom save 3. 21.
21. Okay, that is good for Hondo. A 16 for Alana.
Yeah.
16 for Boone.
16 for Boone. And a Mary. Mary?
I was trying to read if I have anything that can help.
23, I wasn't sure if you heard me.
I did not. So 23, 21 for Hondo and Mary both succeeds. But a 16 fails for Boone and Alana. Both of you feel this suggestive power come over you. And immediately the glaive falls from Boone's hand. Alana, the hammer lands heavy beside you. And the two of you begin to kneel.
I kneel for no man.
Well, it's a good thing he's an alien guy.
Fuck.
That is going to end his action. Sees that Hondo and Mary succeeded.
I just look at them like, what the hell are you doing?
As if when Hondo criticizes your choices in a fight.
You know it's bad when.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which way do I want him to go?
Really? Not fighting? So strange.
I mean, I'd understand if you're trying to make friends with them, but this is different.
If there's any bonus actions with that, yeah. He's just going to pull way back over here, flying. Still about eye level with the banister up top. So about 10-ish feet flying in the air. And it's just going to hold there for now. That will end his turn. Take us to Alana. Unfortunately, Alana, your turn is taken as the hammer falls. And you kneel and you put your arms forward to be restrained, to be manacled. And as much as your mind is fighting what your body is doing, there is something more overpowering in these words. And you just feel a lack of control. And your knees are getting soaked in the blood of the man you just killed, as your hands are waiting for restraints over top of his body. That ends your turn. Bless you.
Thank
you. Gord, that comes to you.
Okay, so I'm in a different room, right?
Yes, you are back here, though you can hear what's going on out here. You heard the telepathic kind of command and the warning. You were safe from that spell by being back there, and are 5, 10, 15, roughly 20 feet from entering into the fray.
All right, I'm going to run in there.
You bound over Boone as Boone's glaive falls, and you watch he just like kneels and just drops to his knees and puts his hands forth, like palms to the sky, awaiting manacles. But you leap over him with still 10 feet of movement.
So who's the worst guy?
As you rush into the room, the only enemy right now is this figure right here.
I shall cast Disintegrate.
Okay.
Sick.
You certainly can
Fuck this
do
guy.
that. Disintegrate is a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Get him.
Oh, it's not terrible on the die, but his dex is not great. That's only an 18.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll
Good job,
damage.
Gordon. Fuck this guy. Oh.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
That is very good. You just bound into the room. You don't see Mary, but you can see Alana and Boone just down, and you're not sure what that means. Hondo is still in the midst of killing a man. He got away, didn't he? Hondo was in the midst of swiping out and looking to kill a man as you just summon the dark energies of force beyond, the twisting of time, trying to pull energy from life. And you center it on this threat, and you watch this. Actually, what does the spell look like? Because Disintegrate to most mages is a destructive spell. But in your new form, what shape does it take?
I just picked, well, in my mind, it depends if it kills them or not.
It does not.
Yeah.
He has more than 69 hit points.
I was picturing it as like a big purple like cloud ring around them. And it was slowly like shaving away their skin and shit.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
This
Not
is,
if it killed them, it would like melt them away, but I guess he resisted.
no, I like this. So you send out this kind of like lash of purple cloud dust energy that wraps around the form and begins to bind. And where it does, you do see these gray flakes of skin like being turned to ash all across the body, across the face, the arms, all the exposed flesh. The bits of his cloth, of this tabard, fall away as the disintegrate like carves through the cloth. But you see no mouth to scream. You all just feel this like screeching whine, like feedback in all of your minds. And he brings the sword up through the purple, and just with a heavy just dash carves through your energy, and it just shatters out. And like you watch it connect with the wood of the stairs and the wall, and it splinters and cracks and ages them immensely in like a matter of seconds. But then he just glares, these yellow eyes now focus on you.
And Scott Pilgrim style, it's just like, nice. nice.
That was 25 feet of your movement, so you have 5 more feet, and a bonus action should you wish to use it.
Bonus action. Herald of Death.
Okay.
Yes.
As this energy flares out towards him, and you watch he still lives. This is a powerful creature. You unleash the heraldry of the raven, and just this flourish, and you grow, and you gain temporary hit points. Unfortunately, there is nobody in your direct vicinity to be afraid of you, as they are all your allies.
I'm just gonna point at that guy and just be like, I will wear your face.
Oh, shit. Cord came to play tonight. Jesus.
You've been hanging out with Hondo the Blue too much, Cord.
Oh, my God.
The
That's
creature
what I'm talking about.
slashes the air once in this kind of ready maneuver, like almost preparing to dash towards you. As that is the end of your turn, unless you want to move.
No, that's good.
End of Gord's turn takes us to, you hear the pattering and scampering of footsteps behind.
Fucking
Horace!
Horace showing up.
Horace is also here. I don't have his character sheet open.
In the notes for a pre-episode, Kyle just recapped quickly and mentioned Horace is having the best time with us right now.
So he is going to... he's just going to have to use his action to dash, which is kind of sad for him. But
Nah, come on out. It's all good.
leaps and like bounces off of Boone's head, does a little front flip, lands over here, and is just at the ready. Actually, he's going to go one further up to Honda there. And just like right beside Hondo and Gord, looks over at Boone and says, "Fuck is up with that guy?" And then looks over at the lieutenant and says, "Oh, fuck." And then darts one more square behind Hondo.
Behind his dad.
That is going to end Horace's turn, unfortunately, and take us to Boone.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy. Manacle me, daddy. Let's go.
You kneel. You don't even feel Horace bounce over you. You are... It's what's that Jordan Peele movie where you sink down into the emptiness?
Yeah. The Bad Place?
What's that movie called? You guys know what movie it is. Get Out.
Get Out.
Both you and Alana just feel your consciousnesses drop into that space. You can still see out of your eyes, but you have no control. And your body is just suffocated before. And unfortunately, that is the end of your turn until you are restrained.
Do we get any save at the end of the turn?
Not on mass suggestion, you don't.
Oh, mass suggestion.
Val knows the power of mass suggestion.
No, it's used for good a couple times.
That, unfortunately, is the end of Boone's turn. It takes us up to Hondo. Hondo, Horace just ran beside you. And you are currently, so this like orange bit here was like a little closet there that is giving you cover behind this wall from over here. But it was easy enough to come out through this open space here.
I'm going to trying to think, should I leave? How many feet would it be to get to him?
He's currently flying, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is your full move to there. Mm-hmm. Puts you within 5, 10, 15, 20. He's like 10 feet up, and this is kind of like a stairway that goes down. So if you got to here, that would be about 5 feet, just where he's kind of like just above it. So you would have like within melee from here, but you could throw from pretty much anywhere over there.
Just detect. I'm just looking at. I might try a spell instead. Okay. I'm just taking a look here. I'm going to try this. Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, wrecking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Ooh, okay. I forgot at the top of Alana's turn, you took 2 points of fire damage, reduced to 1 for your rage.
Oh, so, perfect. Okay, so I am still raging then.
As far as I know, I think you raged.
I raged our last game.
Yes. Then
We just weren't sure how much time was spent between the initiatives, if I would be able to drop it or not.
No, just like seconds, like a round, not even like to count. So yeah, her rage is still there, and the fire actually is continuing your rage, actually, which is actually kind of working in your favor.
Perfect.
So you take 1 point of damage there. As Honda, what do you say to this creature to cause a discordant whisper?
Just look at him. I say, we're never gonna dissonant again. Guilty feeling, got no rhythm.
You just watch as the head kind of cocks ever so slightly in this elongated, weird alien head. The yellow eyes just squint. What kind of save is it?
I feel like if I'd sang it, it would have been better.
I'll let you take it back and sing it now if you want.
No, it's okay. It's Careless Whisper.
What is the save for it? Sorry?
Pardon?
What's the saving?
The song was Careless Whisper. I just changed it to
Oh,
Dissonant.
no. I think it's a whiz save.
Oh, it's a whiz save. Yes.
Wisdom save. You got it.
Did you call it Horus Whisper?
Horus Whisper. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Your offspring whisper?
Or
Or Horus Whisper?
that's only a 14.
Oh my god.
You failed.
What's your-
Attaboy!
what's your spell
Spellcaster
save DC?
Hondo.
Oh, I have to check. What is my spell? What?
You're at the top of
DC.
your spell page, spell save DC.
Okay, my spell.
I'm going to bet 16, but
Spell save DC 18.
18.
Wow!
Wisdom saving throw. It takes 3d6 damage, so go ahead and roll 3d6 damage.
Throw some D's on that.
All right. Wait. Oh, because I did a first. Yeah, I did a first level. That's why it's 3. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me roll 3d6.
Oh boy, Hondo.
1, 2, 3. Total. Ugh, great. 8.
8 points of damage. All right. As this careless whisper sneaks into this creature's mind, you watch its rage and like rushing forward, blade drawn, like ready for action, suddenly twist, and not even so much fear cross its face, but like a logic, a reason, trying to understand in amidst chaos. And you watch it fly down and down towards the main floor and swoop beneath the stairs, away out of sight. Using its reaction immediately to go 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is it half its speed? Move as far as its speed, 60 feet. Okay. Mary, you watch this figure swoop down past you. I would say it's able to avoid giving you an opportunity attack, just because it's flying and there's enough room to maneuver here. But it goes above the headless servants and then left to the space you saw before. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hondo, that is your action. Do you want to move any further or use a bonus?
Yeah, I'll move further. Firstly.
Okay, where do you want to go? You've only used 5 feet to get to here.
Yeah, let's go there.
Where do you want to go from here?
Like that direction, and maybe I guess around the guy. Yeah, like as far as I can go. Yeah, there.
That would be as far down the stairs as you can go.
That's good.
Okay. Bonus action?
For my bonus, I mean, I guess there isn't really much I can do.
You could dash with your bonus to go further if you wanted.
So I could see him?
You would get double speed if you wanted to keep going down the stairs.
Oh, okay. Why not do that? Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that'll put you on the other map. Over here, and you now see this side of the world, as Mary is standing over a dead body, and 3 headless servants are kind of shambling towards, carrying things, and you see things hanging from belts alongside there. Beneath, they're kind of like loose, almost like tail-like coats. But that is going to end your turn. this guy is dead, so he does not get a turn. And Mary, we come to you.
Cool. Oh fuck. Zombies. Also this motherfucker. I have no idea if what he tried to do to me and my friends is concentration. But I know if it is, I'm a good person to stop that from happening, so I guess I'm gonna try.
You're gonna run after him?
Yeah, it's really, really dumb, but yeah. I can hear Hondo at least coming.
Okay. To go this way, you will have to cross paths with basically all of those undead servants.
Yeah, there's only 2, right?
3.
Oh, great. Oh shit, right, he turned the corner.
Yeah, he went left.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I can't let him, like, get somewhere to message somebody or to tell someone what the fuck's going on. So I guess I'm gonna have to... How much movement can I get through or no? Is it like double?
Yeah,
it's
gonna cost you half move to get through, and then you'll have to kind of continue forward. You will take 3 attacks of opportunity.
Can I use the remainder of my double move just to get around the corner before I make a decision if I leave their space, or do I need that movement?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Can I take, what do I see on the left?
I'm just sorry, I was just double checking the movement, but yeah, that makes sense. 25 puts you over there, and you can see. You can see he is barely flying now in that corner there.
Fuck, okay, so I either need to decide if I use my bonus action for a reaction or to get to him. Sorry, I have to use my bonus action to either disengage or get to him. Because that's 25 where I am now, right?
25 is where you are right this second. That is correct.
Okay, I have my shield up. Let's hope these guys don't hit very hard. Yeah, I'll try to get to him.
Okay. 3 attacks of opportunity coming at you.
Yep.
Now, I just need to look at what the bonus is to hit.
I really hope they don't have a grapple thing, because that's going to suck so bad.
They don't, at least on a reaction. So, disadvantage on all of them, you notice. They are not particularly skilled at this.
Cool.
First one is going to be a natural 1.
No.
Second one is going to be a 14. Third one is going to be an 8.
Cool.
As
I just shoved the one guy into the side of the door as just to get past him.
You're focused on this one moment here. However, you in them like grabbing and trying to attack and hold on to you. The first 2 here, the one is a particularly like kind of a larger, broad-shouldered male. The other is a female. The one in the back here is definitely younger, maybe teenage. And all the attacks are just kind of limply trying to grab, more pulling at your cloth and your cape, cloak, than anything really with substance. And you're able to break free. Using your action or bonus action to dash.
Yep.
You get up into melee with this figure.
Okay. Let's try to hit him. We haven't seen any of these guys like the Daebas be able to like go through walls or anything, right?
You haven't seen any of these figures like the Daebas? Or you mean
no,
like the Daebas can go through walls? I see.
Yeah.
This is the first time you're encountering this figure.
Gotcha. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit him.
Go ahead.
That is a 30.
30 hits, yeah, for sure.
It probably won't work, but I'm gonna try a what the hell is it called? Menacing attack.
Okay.
So all the other ones are about like tripping or dropping shit.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's a with save.
Wisdom save is a 19.
No, but I don't know if you can be frightened.
No, he can't. So it is immune to fear.
Cool. Good to know. 8, 9, 13, 24 points of damage.
Okay.
For the first attack.
Yep.
Second attack is a 24.
Yeah, it hits.
That's 14 points.
Okay.
Third attack. 30 again.
Yeah, hits for sure.
And another 24.
Jesus.
Um,
How'd you get 24
sorry,
on that
24.
one?
14, not 24.
I was going to say.
Yeah. The last one was 24 to hit, and that's what screwed me up.
Yeah, with the three attacks carving into the flesh with no reaction to protect themselves, you can see the tail end of the Dissonant Whispers still kind of muddling the mind. You watch as they're defending, but only half there, and you're like the sword is kind of limply guarding, and you're able to carve through the defenses significantly. And you can see the purple veins beneath are just gushing purple blood down the exposed arms. This figure looks incredibly hurt.
Are there any con saves?
Not that you see.
Concentration? Well, I was hoping that you get to roll them at disadvantage because of Mage Slayer, but I guess not.
Unfortunately, mass suggestion is not concentration.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any more movement, do I?
You would have, because you dashed from here, so it would have been only.
Can I just go in the square that's like south of him so that I'm just kind of half sort of blocking that space and just say, Hondo, if that's you, either fix our friends or get the fuck over here.
You just shout through the open halls.
Oh, I guess I don't want to shout too loud. And I can't use the earring.
No. I mean, I would say it's pretty obvious the jig is up.
Yeah.
So stealth is kind of out of the option now.
I won't shout it. He saw me run. He can make the decision for himself. He's a big boy.
You got it. And that is going to end your turn, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is going to take us to our alien friend, who now you see shake off the mental discordance of Hondo the Blue. Look with a glaring yellow eyes in your face. And you watch the eyes begin to kind of swirl hypnotically. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
You talking to me or Mary?
Me?
This is to Mary.
Okay.
But I get advantage.
Because you within
Is it a spell?
It's technically not. It's a magical
God
effect.
Damn it.
Sorry.
I've never once been able to use this ability.
No, that's honestly, this is, I don't want to get into a whole diatribe about this.
I believe you.
No, go ahead and roll wisdom saving throw, not at advantage, I'm sorry. But a big change they're doing to a lot of new 5e creatures and eventually into the next edition, whatever it may be, there's a lot of spell casting and just magical creatures that they're removing the spell cast. Like, it's not so much you're casting a spell, but you're replicating a magical effect. So a lot of things are not actually spells anymore, which is interesting.
That kind of sucks for certain abilities like this one. But
I know. This is.
But it also means things can't be counterspelled or dispelled. So it's
exactly, which I think is more the purpose. But it does kind of stick a jab in Mage Slayer a bit and some other abilities. Anyways, that's my moment of the day to let you know what's happening in D&D. As Mary, what'd you roll?
I rolled great. I rolled a 25.
Okay, the hypnotic element of the eyes holds no sway as you can just see this figure is on death's door and you need it to go down. It recognizes you not reacting, says nothing, but turns and reaches for the bookcase behind it, finds a particular latch, a book, and pulls. and you watch the bookcase shift out of the way. You have dark vision with your goggles, and you're able to see down this short passage of stone steps. And about 10 feet, 15 feet down, you watch as a second shifting of stone. You can just see like the shadows kind of moving and revealing a different dark passage. And as this figure leaves your space, and you can use a reaction to attack as it dives down this passage, you see 2 red lights ignite down in this darkness, and you can vaguely make out the shape of a hulking iron behemoth.
Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. Yeah, I'll
The big
try
no,
for an
no,
attack
no,
of
no,
opportunity to at least clear this fucker off the board.
Possibly. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Well, that was an affliction, and that was a natural 20.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Our first one.
As he attempts to hypnotize you with this gaze, opens the latch and turns with this fight or flight and going for flight. You don't like your mind being messed with. And with this flourish, just as you see these eyes down below, the head of this alien creature rolls down to the feet of the now growing, shifting golem that is approaching up the stairs. The body falls to your feet, but a new threat rises.
I'm not sick. Not good.
Oh, that was fucking cool. Glad you were the only one to see that. Oh, fuck.
In a fun twist of fate, it's the golem's turn.
Gosh.
Fuck me.
Where is the golem right now, Kyle? Can you show us? Is he here yet?
I'm just going to get
you just grabbing him?
I'm just trying to find it. There it is. As coming
Maybe
up
he's
these
really tiny.
stairs,
He's not really tiny.
it sees you, Mary, and is going to unleash. Oh, let's see.
So many robots lately.
Where is my golem? Monsieur Golem. Where are you?
There's so many baddies in this place, guys.
You're fine.
It's not
You just
great.
cut a guy's head off. You complain about it. The golem is going to step up and... Yeah, you're right here. He has no reason to move anything else yet. So 2 attacks against you, Mary. As he charges forward, squishing the head of the alien creature behind, just moving forward, stepping on the body with a heavy shoulder charge and like body slam. He's going to hit you with 1, and with this massive blade it draws from its back, about 10 feet long, like a massive butcher's blade. It's just going to bring it down heavy against you. First attack is going to be a 22.
Oh.
22 doesn't hit.
The shield catches it with the shield. Now he sees a 23.
Jesus Christ.
The huge body slam pushes you into the bookcase, into the corner you've kind of positioned yourself in against the wall. But the shield directly in front of you takes the brunt of it and is like holding the golem back as you just kind of hold your stance and fall back, blades at your side. The blade attempts to go beneath the shield and just pierce through you. Oh, at a 17. The blade goes under the shield, but you leap over it and it sticks into the wall and you land on top of the blade, like kind of side, as it's on its side, the blade length kind of turned, and it just rips the blade out to your left. You land coolly on your feet, but the bookshelf directly behind you is scattered and just sundered, thrown towards the zombies' servants as this creature steps in front, just fully bearing down on you, but 12 feet tall.
Guys?
Almost equally as wide. That's going to end the golem's turn. Alana, top of your turn. You take 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, nothing has restrained you yet to end the condition of mass suggestion. You remain in the dark place.
I mean, at least your rage is still going thanks to being on fire.
Yes.
Super true.
Lord Dunsworth, we come to you.
Gordon Dunsworth.
Where am I?
You are directly beside Alana, actually. You're right here. Oh, wait, you're on the wrong. I'm on the wrong map. Sorry.
Yeah, we can't see.
Like, we're getting the gist that if we were to get manacled, this might end. But did anyone else hear it except the people who were affected?
No, so all 4 of you who were the spell was cast on, so Hondo, Mary, are the only ones who have heard this. Gord and Horace are unaware of the condition of the mass suggestion, as they weren't a part of it. And it was a telepathic cast.
Yeah.
As is
So we're
this
just
creature's
chilling.
want. It's just kind of unfortunate how it's, played out for the 2 of you. It's just the way D&D goes sometimes.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
In fairness, it's saving you right now.
Yeah, I'm chilling up here. I'm not near a fucking huge construct.
Gord, you do see Boone and Alana remain in this kind of supplicated position, and Horace is looking to you kind of expectantly for like direction, just kind of bouncing on the little palms of the little balls of his feet. What do you do?
And then Mary and them are downstairs. They went down the
Everyone
stairs.
has gone downstairs. The other 2 have gone downstairs, and you can
I
hear.
was gonna say, let's go downstairs.
You can hear like a massive creature smashing around, wood splintering. That's kind of how
We're going down there.
Horace just like, you got it, boss.
I love this gourd.
Are you walking? Are you doing something cool? Are you leaping over the banister? What are you doing?
I'm gonna slide down the banister.
There you
So,
are.
give me a straight acrobatics.
Slide check.
Acrobatics.
That's a 19.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
It kind of curves around the side. You kind of like, you use the momentum to kind of spin and just kind of like come down and slide around and land, kicking over top of the two armored suits of armor that are in the middle here, and you kind of spin past both of them. What do you do? Well, you're standing in front of them, I should say. But
So the worst baddie's that big one, right?
you can hear the sounds of a massive creature in the room beyond, but you can't see it yet. There's a wall between you, but you can hear something massive.
Okay, I'm gonna run in there
Okay, so let's see.
with feline agility.
There we go, baby.
That gives you a free dash. So I'm going to say you use all your movement to like slide down the banister, super cool style. But the feline agility as you land will give you the other 30 feet of your movement. However, immediately as you go to run, these suits of armor reach out to grab onto you. I need you to make an acrobatics check or athletics check, your choice.
Stupid armor.
I did the athletics. 21.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think I can beat that. Let's find out. I need. I should be better prepared. This is my apology to you.
Hold, please.
Okay, yeah, I need a 19 or 20. Actually, I need a 20. Yeah,
What do you
because even a 19 is a tie. Natural 20. Nope, it's a 3. It reaches out to grab hold of you, but you are able to kind of slip, already using the momentum of the banister, kicking off and going 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the creature from here, but you have to pass through this crowd of headless servants to engage. If you want to get in melee, otherwise you can see it from here.
I can see the huge creature.
Yes, you can.
All right. I shall cast Finger of Death.
Oh my god.
Okie dokie.
Just using all this shit tonight.
Let's see. Finger of Death.
FOD.
I got 60 feet.
You don't need that. What's the save?
Con.
On coming up. It's really good. 25.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Or 24, but still inconsistency.
that beats it. It was 22.
You still do damage, though, don't you?
Yeah, you roll damage, he takes half.
Wait.
It takes half, whatever.
Oh, 51.
Oh, yeah,
So-
still great.
25 is still solid. You watch. Oh, what's wrong? There we go. Nope, I was right. You watch as you rush in and just kind of shove these headless servants a little and just like reach through. And with your continuing that kind of purplish energy, reaching forward, strike the back of this iron creature and look to corrode and break it and rust it. But where you hit, it like collides with a smooth back plate and it kind of kicks off, and you see it collide into like most of the energy skids off into like the wall beyond, dealing no damage, but part of it kind of like corrodes ever so slightly, dealing half damage. It does not seem to turn in your direction, still solely focused on Mary right now.
Do you
That's right.
say anything, Gord?
Action movement. Do you have a cool line?
I'll wear your face too.
Use his head
Just
as
Iron
there.
Giant turns.
a new helmet.
I've got anything else though.
That's cool. Are you going to stay there?
Sure.
Okay. You hold tight there. Takes us to Horus. Horus is going to try and do the cool guy slide down the banister like Gord.
What do you got, Horace?
Horus trips and falls on his face.
Horace.
Lands on the dead guy. Takes 5 points of damage. That's all of his movement. So he's prone, but is still going to turn and shoot his short bow at one of the undead. So let's go. Oh my god.
Horace?
Gord, make a deck save for me.
Oh no, Horace, did you nat one? Horace, you're having a bad night.
Yeah, that was 2 nat 1s in a row for Horus.
Horace.
10.
10?
Oh no. That's not great.
Gord, you feel a sting in your ass as you suffer 10 points of piercing damage.
10?
Yeah.
Horace? What are we doing out here?
As an arrow shoots you in the left butt cheek.
He says,
And you just hear a faint like, oh, fuck me. That ends Horus's turn. Boone. Unfortunately,
chillin'.
hanging out, waiting to be
Chillin'.
restrained. That then takes us-
I look over at Brawley on fire. Just like nod my head and
you can
continue
you can
waiting.
just barely like see through that Brawley is burning. And in theory, will eventually get succumbed to the flames.
Yeah.
In theory, but that's like it's gonna take hours for Alana
To roast.
to roast. Yeah,
While raging.
while raging, it's
It
just
would
gonna
be like-
continue.
If that were legit, it would be 160 turns.
Yeah, 166 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be okay.
Could be a while.
Could be a minute.
Could be a while.
But unfortunately, that ends your
I
turn.
end my turn. I'll end it.
It takes us to our undead servants surrounding Gord.
Oh no, but maybe they're friendly. They were taking the trash earlier.
The one in the back there is going to attempt to grapple you.
Oh.
Gord, go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Could be a hug though. We don't know if it's a grapple.
Sure.
25.
Really good. Jeez.
It does seem more like a hug, and you just kind of put your hand loosely out to like kind of just like arm's length stop it on its like little stump neck, and it just doesn't have the strength to get past you. This one continues. 25. 20. You could get an attack of opportunity at one of them, Gord, if you want. A melee attack.
Let's do it.
Okay, go ahead and roll a melee attack. Yeah, I don't know what you have for melee. I guess you could use your staff as a
Staff
melee
attack.
How much, sorry?
Where do I click for that?
I don't even know if you have it like set up. Do you?
Under your actions, there should be an attack for something. Look
Just
at
roll a
the
D20
main
to start.
actions page.
Like claws?
You can use your claws if you want. But
Claws can be fun.
I think you do have 2 stabs in the hand. They should, in theory, come up as quarter stabs. But you could use your claws.
Oh, true. I'll use Staff of Greater Healing.
You got it.
Pretty hilarious.
Donkey with healing.
20.
A natural 20 or just 20 total?
15 plus 5.
Okay. You definitely hit. It's just not a natural 20. Go ahead and roll damage.
Bludgeoning. 1.
Okay. You clock it on the way, but it does continue past you.
Just a bonk on the head with
Yeah.
healing staff.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have a head.
Nope.
The bonk on the stump.
The stump
the
of the
butt.
neck.
Yeah, and the butt's cute.
Let's see. Oh, it's only 20 feet, so they can't click it. But they are going to use the action to dash. So 10, 15, 20. Just coming up the stairs. Hondo, you can see both of them coming up the stairs, almost like solemnly. Obviously, no heads, but they're like their limbs, their chest is bowed over, and you can see they're pulling out manacles from their
Oh my God, thank
underneath their cloaks.
you. Let them come. Hondo's like, I must stop them.
I'm letting them come.
That's all they do. Takes us to your turn.
Okay, I see our Iron Giant there.
You actually don't, but you do hear him 1,000%.
Okay. Oh, because I'm on the stairs still, right?
Stairs, yeah. So there's a wall here, but
So I'll
20.
hop out. I'll do a leap, and while I'm leaping, I'll just like throw a wisp.
Yep.
Really cool.
You can just see past Gord and the walls here. That you can see the massive creature in the room beyond. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. 20.
Oh,
There you You do get sneak attack as Mary is in combat with it, and
and whispers cool shit.
Are you going to teleport along with it?
Yes.
So it does.
Can I get onto its back?
Yes, you can. With a natural 20, 1,000% you can get up on top of it. It is immune to fear, so the extra bonus to whispers 20 has no effect here. However, you can roll full damage and do crazy cool shit.
So 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 23 total, not great.
So that becomes 46.
Oh wait, one more. Sorry.
Oh.
27.
That becomes 54.
And I forgot to add the what is it? 8
Crit dice or whatever.
Oh,
can
actually, that's a good point that I see Leah just wrote in the chat. Some of that is psychic as a part of Whisper, and it is indeed immune to psychic damage. So some of those die, the D4s that are psychic, are not applicable.
Okay,
so knock 2 D4s out of there.
Okay. And can I use the where is it? No, it's
Your psychic thing?
my
Well, it's psychic.
psychic
That'd
blade.
be That'd be psychic too, right?
Oh yeah, psychic is. What
That
do I
is
say?
true. That is true.
Okay, never mind.
That's what I was like trying to. Ooh, you have that, and I'm like, wait, no, that's psychic. It
And-
sounds direct.
What's the total on the dice there?
21 plus 8. 29.
Well, actually, it's 21 times 2 for the crit, so 42 plus 8 is 50 points of damage.
Oh, the 8 doesn't get doubled?
No, the addition does not. Just the dice, and then you add your modifiers. But still, 50 points of damage is lit.
Plenty lit.
And as you teleport along with it, you cling to the top as the blade slips beneath where the helm, and there's like this kind of neck guard that comes up, and you just kind of get almost like lobbing Whisper to come down, and you teleport with it, and as it's in midair, you bring it down with your full weight and get right underneath where the helm and the neck connect, and you're clinging onto that space on top. That's your action.
Can I dig, for bonus, can I dig, I'm going to dig my Gambler's Blade
Mm-hmm.
into, no, sorry, yeah, why not, no, yeah, okay, Gambler's Blade, I'm going to dig it into its neck thing.
Sure. Go ahead. You just kind of jab it down. Go ahead.
Okay, let me go with these dice. And it's a 2 plus
I don't think that's going to do it.
11.
The highs and lows of D&D.
Unfortunately, as you try, the Gambler's Blade is a little, it's a rapier, right? So it's a little long, so it's kind of like awkward to be like hanging on it and trying like jabbing down with a longer blade. And it's, especially as a rapier, such a fine point, it doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of damage to this massive iron creature. But you attempt, and you cling on for dear life. That can end your turn.
Okay.
Okay. Takes us from Hondo to Mary.
I'm gonna yell at Horace to get the fuck back upstairs and manacle these guys. But it
Okay.
looks like that problem's already solving itself. But I guess
You
I don't
don't
know that.
You don't know that.
No. Okay. Then if I heard Horace fall and go fuck and then shoot Gord in the ass,
You did.
I'll kind of come around to this because he just kind of stabbed his blade there, so I'm gonna kind of like jump to the right. So I can. No, I can't peer around no matter what, so it doesn't matter. I'll just call out to Horace and say, Horace, you need to get the fuck back upstairs and pretend or try to tie up Alana and Boone. Don't make me explain why. Just fucking do it. And I'm going to try to hit this guy again.
Go ahead.
He's really big, and I doubt any of my maneuvers are going to work on him. That's a natural 19.
Yeah, definitely hits.
That is a... Oh, wait. Is... Yeah, Hondo still on him, right?
Hondo is, yeah.
Okay, so sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Great. 21?
21 points of damage.
Yep, for the first one.
You got it.
Second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Go for just, like, trying to jam it in, like, the joints in his knees.
Mhm.
It's a 32.
Yep, that'll hit.
17 points of damage.
Okay.
That's max damage. Third one is another 32. And the exact same thing, another 17 points of damage.
You can see starting to grow into some of these areas where you've jammed your blade and Hondo is like pierced its neck. You can see like what is like steam and like pistons firing that are not firing correctly. There's a lot of clunking sounds and shifting of gears that should be doing things that aren't. And suddenly this creature is making a lot of noise, like a car that needs to be repaired. And it does not change its attitude or any of its maneuvers or anything. But that's what you see.
Great. I probably should have done insightful. Well, I guess it didn't matter because I have sneak right now anyway. I'll just use my bonus action to try hit again.
Okay.
Here's a question though. because we haven't actually played since this is like I haven't hit anything. I have right now in my right hand Mage's Bane. Would that count? Because like you have it as versatile. In D&D Beyond.
I know it's versatile, but not light. That's a difference. So not you cannot use your bonus for either of these blades. They are heavier weaponry.
That fucks up a lot of my choices. Okay.
Well, those are choices to be made. It's good to learn in this battle and not the big bet.
I mean my choices in choosing options for my class, but a long time ago. Fuck. Okay. I don't know. I'll just do Eye for Detail again and try to look around. Maybe try to peer around that corner there to see if there's anything down the dining room way.
Right.
23.
You have
22, but still. Okay.
There is little to no light in this room as the curtains are heavily drawn, and you can just barely see the outlines where light from outside is coming through the edges of the curtains of these 3 large bay windows. But you are relatively confident. There's nothing of interest in this room beyond table and chairs. It would need a more thorough inspection to be 100%, but at a quick glance, you don't see anything of interest. No figures, nothing of interest.
That's my turn.
End of Mary's turn takes us to our big friendly golem. Big friendly golem is looking pretty hurt.
Poor guy.
And in not so much a rage, but almost where Hondo has struck with its blade, almost against its own will, but then kind of embracing it. You watch as it shifts its head and this jaw kind of drops open, and you watch as just kind of this faint green light begins to lift and this poisonous gas begins to spill out of its mouth in a 15-foot radius cloud. That is going to get Mary, Hondo, and Gord.
Oh boy.
I need Constitution saving throws from the 3 of you.
Come on, gang.
Mary, Gord, you guys can just call them out when you roll.
16.
16 is a failure.
Ooh, I rolled bad. I only rolled a 17.
Is also a failure.
Ooh, can I roll for Hondo?
Yes, you can.
A con save. He adds 4. D20. Here we go. 7. Wait, 10. 10 total.
Also a failure. All 3 of you are going to take a bunch of poison damage.
Hondo, what's your health?
Someone has something against
Hondo's
poison. I just don't remember who.
Alana.
That's a girl, Alana.
The one who's currently been slowly on fire for...
That's right.
Oh god, I have no idea what's going on.
We're hanging out. We're having a good time. Swapping stories.
Okay. Each of you take 45 points of poison damage.
Oh,
45?
Fuck.
45
okay?
points of poison damage.
I mean, I'm at 82 now. I was looking pretty good until just now.
You're fine. Y'all need to be running around with Val's HP to really understand what's low.
Val is not the one who's supposed to stand in front of a giant giant golem motherfucker.
It's then going to use its slam attack against Hondo to try and knock him off its back, or grab him anyways, and then slam him off of its back, and it's going to use its blade against Mary. So as Hondo's not back yet, I'm going to do the blade first and see if Hondo can get back in time. Blade. Oh wait, that actually adds a lot. That is a 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh shit, it's only a +3 to hit. That doesn't make sense. But there's a 10 in front of that. Okay. I take 22 points of slashing damage.
Damn.
As the sword just comes down across you, like again, kind of piercing through. And you kind of spin to cut around the side, the shield spinning with you, but it does carve through your side, and it gets a deep, heavy gash, like an inch or two into your side.
I'm regretting not using second wind last turn.
That's fair. With the slam attack, Hondo's still not back, so I'm just going to go ahead and roll. Slam attack, gonna try and smash him, and just like bonk him on the top of his head and try and daze him to get him to fall. Oh, it's a 16 to hit. God,
19
that's a
AC.
bad roll. Just like blindly trying to get a Hondo, and just, like the big bodybuilder who can't like touch his own fucking scratch his own back, just can't quite get Hondo in his elusive form. The automaton is going to yeah. The automaton willingly steps into the fireplace and lets the fire kind of cook its back end, give it a little bit of fire to heal ever so slightly.
That's smart.
Mary, you do get an attack of opportunity.
Yep. I'm just trying to
Heals.
see if there's anything I want to save my reactions.
Very little.
Kyle, does this hurt Hondo because he's on its back in the fire?
If Hondo was here, I'd get him to make an acrobatics check, but he's not, so I'm going to say it's probably going to succeed because he's a rogue with reliable talent.
That's fair.
He's
That's
resistant
true.
fire
His
too,
minimum
apparently.
has got to be a 20-something.
Yeah, he's just going to scamper up higher onto its head. He'll be all right.
15 point. I rolled a 30 to hit, and it's 15 points damage.
You got it. Oops, that's not right. There we go. That's your reaction. That's its turn. That takes us to Alana. Top of your turn. You suffer a point of fire damage.
Oh.
Through the small tunnel of vision you do have, you can vaguely hear the sounds of combat, something heavy downstairs, and there's just something in you that is just that rage to move forward to try and help your friends. And it's making you angry that you can't move. But through this little field of vision, you can see coming up the stairs these odd headless creatures holding manacles, and a glimmer of hope lights. But that's going to end Alana's turn. Take us to Gord. Your turn.
I shall use power word stun.
Hey, Jesus. Gord went, what's the highest moves I have? And I'm going to use all three of them in my first three
Let's fucking
turns.
do it tonight. Let's fucking go. Fucking around.
It has less than 150 hit points. It succeeds.
So it's just me chilling in that fireplace.
It is currently stunned.
Fuck yes.
What do you say to stun it?
I just burst in the room and go, Tenant.
You watch its automaton eyes, these eyes this creature who doesn't have feeling and doesn't have emotion, much like Tenet, just lock up
The film.
the film. Much like the
Shots.
film.
Chris Nolan, hope you're watching, pal. Shots.
And it
There was
does,
a lot of raging about that film in our house.
In our
does
household.
nothing for me, as this golem does nothing for the next 6 seconds.
Oh no, you are not immune to poison. You do take 45
You
damage.
do suffer 45 points of damage. However, you scampered on top of it to avoid an additional 10 points of fire damage, or 6
There you
points,
go,
whatever.
pal.
But it is currently, blade kind of falls to its side, not falls to the ground, but its arm comes down to its side. The blade is like set down. Its head bowed. It's unmoving. And for the time being, is stunned. The stun condition has a lot of bonuses to it that I'll pull up, unless, Gord, there's anything else you want to do on your turn.
Nope.
How long does that last for, Rock?
I don't know.
At the end of each of its
duration of the
turns,
spell.
Forever. Lasts forever.
I think at the end of each of its turns, it gets a Constitution saving throw to shake it.
Mm.
And I want to say it lasts for a minute at most. But we can pull up the specifics, Gord, if you can pull up your spell and throw it in the chat there. But it's not going to change anything for the time being. With stun and all of you, there's a good chance it doesn't get back to its turn. But with Mary and Hondo right there. Yeah, you succeed because it's under 150 hit points. It lasts for...
It just
lasts until
it's saved.
Which is a con save at the end of each of its turns. So
we have at least one round.
Exactly. So Gord finishes his turn. Horace is up next. As you called out to Horace, he's just and he just starts rummaging through this person's body in front of him. And he like kind of shouts with joy and says, I got manacles. I got manacles.
Good, get the fuck upstairs.
Okay. Excuse me.
Slide up the stairs, though. Roll an
damn
acro.
it.
Excuse me. He used his action to investigate, so that is as far as he can go.
Of course you're useless.
How dare you?
He provides us
trying
entertainment.
his hardest.
You've brought a child with you into a heist. Who's really the problem here?
Oh, that's fair. Whoever his guardian is, his parent.
They are long dead. Boone, we come to your turn. But unfortunately, you see the same thing Alana sees. You can see that glimmer of hope as Horus is sprinting up the stairs, holding a pair of manacles above his head. And these two headless figures doing the same. You can see a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak.
Just shake my head.
But your body is unresponsive.
My body!
That ends your turn. Takes us to our servants.
Come up the stairs, servants.
This one is still just focused on you, Gord. Go ahead and make an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice, as it tries to grapple onto you and restrain you.
18.
That is only a 10, so you succeed. And it just keeps giving you these very limp hugs.
Nice.
As these others go from... Just keep climbing the stairs towards your friends. They're getting closer, but they've still got a little bit of distance to go.
Oh my god.
That takes us to top of the round,
Right.
Hondo. Hondo, the creature beneath you, which was fighting you moments ago, is now stunned. You have advantage on any of your attack rolls. Go ahead.
And flames are beneath you, but they don't
Yeah,
concern
you are
that much.
backed into a fireplace. However, as it's stunned, you could drop in front of it, away from the fire.
Not a huge deal.
Fire resistant.
You'll be all right.
Okay. First, I guess I will try and stab it in the neck with Whisper.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll at advantage.
As you do.
Okay. First roll is a 20.
Oh
There
my
you
god.
That'll hit. So go ahead and roll damage. Just remember, don't include the 2 psychic D4s for Whisper. Bless you.
Bless you, Hondo.
Is still immune even in this stunned form.
Do I get sneak?
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
2, 3, 5.
I'm still listening to the Oblivion soundtrack, and we just got to like the last song, and there's just like this girl singing in the background. I was not anticipating this.
Did it kill your vibe?
Didn't kill my vibe, but I'm just like, I feel kind of like Stranger Things, like running up that hill kind of vibes.
Oh, yeah. Sick.
So
That was-
22 plus 8.
22 times 2.
becomes 44 plus 8 is 52. As Hondo, yeah, you jam the blade down in as where you saw that kind of poison, these like what looks like tubes or something that is like feeding that poison breath that is like generating from somewhere within its massive form. You just go to sever them and you carve through, and there's just oil and some kind of noxious fume spilling out, and it just starts drenching and like as if you had cut the jugular. Just oil is just kind of
Yucky.
It is unable to do anything about this, but you can tell it's barely standing. It's like it's weakly, almost like dropping to its knees, but not quite yet.
Okay, well,
Sure.
I'll take Frostbite and I will try and cut the rest.
Okay, go ahead and make attack at advantage.
Okay, first roll is 19.
Yeah,
Jesus.
definitely. Roll again, just see if you get that 20.
Clear your cache.
An 18.
Oh my god! It's fucking dice app.
So 19.
You hit. Just roll damage.
Yeah, I think you hit.
3d6.
Yeah. So it's 1d6, 2d6 plus 5.
Yes, sorry. 2d6.
2d. So 4.
So
plus
9.
5. 9.
Yeah, how do you want to finish this massive iron golem, Hondo?
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
What I'm going to do is, while I'm hanging on it, I'm sort of going to do like a sort of like a spin move around it. So I'm like, going to swing around it, and I'm going to cut, as I swing around it, I'm going to cut everything until his head falls off.
With Whisper,
And I'm going to land on my hands and do like a
kick.
yeah, with Whisper embedded already in these like kind of jugular-like tubes. You bring Frostbite on the opposite side of the head, and almost like a can opener of two blades, you just spin, and using the momentum, you just carve through whatever is left, and the head just falls directly onto the coffee table with a heavy and you land on the couch, do a handspring, and land in a cool guy move.
be melted down to something better.
With no more combatants on the field, with the exception of if you wanted to,
Zombie friends.
you could attack the zombie friends. However, for the time being, they serve a purpose.
Yeah, they're kind.
It is moments after, as you all kind of begin to breathe, the moments after a fight, Hondo and Gordon Mary in the fray. This one zombie still trying to like hug Gord, but you're just now just holding a hand onto its stump to keep it from getting too close. It does no more than that. Horace sprints up, and Alan is there first, but he skids and he's like, "Oh fuck, she's on fire!" And then runs over to Boone, and I think Scott's frozen.
He is.
This very contemplative stance. Wraps the manacles around Boone, which will free him from his suggestion after we take a short break. And we'll see if we can get back our paladin. As we return from our brief little break there, the battle has ceased as Hondo, Mary, and Gord stand over the crumbling corpse, this fallen heavy of this now kind of exuding oil and some other materials of this iron golem. Horace has sprinted up to the second floor, followed slowly by these headless servants. And immediately as he places the restraints and clicks them onto Boone's wrists, you feel yourself freed from this dark place. And your mind is once again your own.
Did I freeze for it? Did I freeze just for this moment?
You're back, you're okay.
I got a little laggy there for a second, but you're good.
Sorry, the spell caught me. Felt frozen in place.
And he's like, yeah, it was fucking weird. He kind of points over at Alana, who is still burning. Take another 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get back into character. All right, you put our manacles on, and I'll try and get the fire off.
I only have the one set, and they're on
God
you,
damn
man.
it! Take these ones. Where's
What?
the key to this?
Oh. She just said I could try and pick them.
Yeah, well, hurry.
I mean, it takes time. It's a very particular
She's burning
process.
alive next to us, Horace. Come on now. Use this pressure.
You're right. Here we go.
Not to bring up a sore
But
spot.
roll well for the first time in your life.
In my days, Horace, did you fall down these stairs earlier?
I need to focus.
Sure.
He spends about like a full minute.
Oh my
and
God, Horace.
Nothing is happening.
What are we doing out here?
Lana takes another
6 damage.
Are those zombies getting up there before that?
It's slow. They're not particularly fast. Alana, you take another 5 points of fire damage
Oh,
in this
okay.
Horace.
period of time. As eventually you can see in your faint vision as 2 headless creatures stand before you, one still holding a set of manacles, but one just clasping them over your hands. You are restrained, but you are now free to do what you will with your mind.
I'm just gonna smack it and just do this and then step on it and just she's grossed out and angry and just on fire, needs aloe vera cream or something, and just ends it all.
Yeah, pretty simply, a burning, crazed Alana, even without your weapons, you can tear these things apart.
Yeah.
And they are scattered. Both of you are still restrained, however, by these manacles, and Horace pulls back with his tools, just kind of looks up at you for a second and says, I'm going to go look for a key.
All
Wait,
right.
okay.
Are these just hand manacles?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow them downstairs.
The 3 of you begin to regroup downstairs, the 2 of you in chains, which does technically give you the restrained condition, though you can freely move.
Can I quickly dislocate my thumbs, to pull my hand out, and then pop it back in?
You can, especially as you're in your raging form before the rage fades, as you're still on fire, actually.
Oh my
You take another 2 points of fire damage.
Stop, drop, and roll.
No.
It's
Unless you want to keep
maintaining-
your rage going. You can just keep your rage going.
Yeah, just keep the rage.
You can make a strength check to try and
Okay.
just break free, or a
Okay.
dexterity check to try and slip your hand free like that,
Okay, I'll do strength first.
which you have advantage on while raging.
Yes, okay. Hold on. One more time. 17.
You try and break your own thumb, but there's just mentally that's a very difficult thing to do. So then you just try and pull them apart. These are very well maintained and well made manacles, and unfortunately, your rage continues while you're burning, but the manacles are holding your wrists. Boone, you can make the same check should you wish to.
Fuck yeah.
Strength check or
Damn it.
dexterity check.
No. It's a 12. It was on an 18 and then I hit a 5 instead.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does not budge. The 2 of you maintain your restraint as you finish and manage to get down to the foyer. Alana, you can choose to put yourself out even still restrained, should you wish to, or
Yeah.
you can keep burning.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll definitely do that. I don't want to burn anymore.
Then as you do that, your rage does drop,
Okay.
and you are no longer on fire.
Hooray.
All of you
were on fire
regroup.
for so long there, Miss Brawley. That
On
was
the main.
impressive.
Thank you. I could have gone a little bit more, but didn't want to try that.
Mr.
So-
Blue, your protege over here couldn't get us out of these manacles. Do you mind trying to crack us out of these?
Yeah, I guess I can do it.
Go ahead and make a Thieves' Tools check.
Okay.
D20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
I look at him and be like, man, who are you? I thought this is something easily you could do.
I'm having an off night, okay? It happens to the best of us.
11 and Thieves' Tools. Where's Thieves' Tools?
Proficiency plus dexterity.
Oh, okay.
It's not in there in like a.
6, and my dex is 5, so 11.
Sorry, what'd you roll the die? 22?
Yeah.
You realize why this was so difficult for Horus. These are very challenging locks. And it takes you, even in your very proficient form, a couple more attempts than you expect. Still getting it done in like about 25 seconds, which for you, pretty long, but that's still incredibly impressive. And they do pop open.
Thank you.
Do you want to do the same for Elena?
Sure.
Another check.
Or do you want Horace to try after he watched you do it?
Actually, that's a good idea. Okay, or let's get to work.
Horace, turn your luck around.
I don't like all this pressure, number one. I thought we were coming here to do more like face cutting and burning, and so far the only person who's burned is the one on our team. So confused is where I would say I'm at. But
Let's
here,
just say,
let's focus on this, I guess.
when we fight the general, you're going to have a lot of pressure, so you better get used to it.
I'm not fighting the general. I'm on the team of blowing things up. You're fighting the general.
That's right.
There's going to be pressure there, too. You don't think people are going to be
Let me
watching?
focus. Get out of here.
Kevin's roll should have actually, he's expertised, so add another 6 to that roll.
Regardless, he did it already. But Horus rolls
Oh, come on.
an 11.
Total?
Yeah. And a minute passes.
Just flat 5 of us surrounding him, watching him work on this.
I've moved on to other things, but we'll wait till.
He you can see the sweat just kind of like beginning to form before he just like pulls one out, kind of cocks an eye with these big bulging eyes, looks at you, Hondo, and he spits like a little glob of acid.
Sick.
Alana, you suffer 18 points of acid damage
18?
as he spits on the manacle, which melts immediately, but it's still caught to your wrist as it's melting away, and your entire wrist of your left arm is scalded with acid. The manacle does fall away as there's just a hard line of scalded skin that's red and green. And Horace is like,
Horace, what the hell?
"You're free. Huh? Pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
Oh,
I mean, you were... I feel like now I'm suddenly having to backpedal here, but you were literally on fire for like a solid minute, and you're
and
getting at
that
me.
didn't do as much. It wasn't as painful as what you just did.
What can I say? I got potent stuff.
Horace, why is that bolt sticking out of Gord's hide look a lot like the ones that you shoot?
Maybe one of these headless guys needed a weapon. So like,
Oh.
I did tumble. I kind of slipped. My quiver went, I got some arrows down on the ground. They grabbed it. The opportunistic bastards. They got
I
him.
guess you're right.
They got him right in the tushy.
I'll
For
put
my breath, just like, oh, well, none of that's true.
Probably, how low are you? Who needs healing?
I'm rough, but I think I'm running around doing other shit at this point, so I don't know.
Before you're running around doing shit, in the few minutes that you guys have been in the foyer and in this area, Hondo, Mary, and Gord, you guys pick up the faint sound into the rooms to the right. That would be below where you came in, the main floor on the right side. You can hear the faint sounds of movement. And then after like the couple of minutes where like quiet has fallen, but you guys are still kind of talking and kind of shit talking one another, the three of you pick up a very faint, hello, is anyone out there?
Speak up.
What?
Is anyone out there?
Yes, we're here. Speak up.
What?
There's someone is talking here. And I'm just telling him, hey, we're not going to kill you. Speak.
Why don't you free him instead of just yelling at him to talk louder?
You could open we can't come. Could you help, please?
Where do I go?
You can hear them to the rooms to the right.
All right, so I will head there with my dagger up, just in case.
You can hear through there are two rooms that are kind of in the foyer. There's a small room with a closed door, but as you quickly kind of case the joint, it opens to like a water closet with nothing of interest. There's just a small closet that is all dusty and full of old coats and things. But there's one that leads into a full room. And as you open the door, which is unlocked, you see a long room with wooden pillared walls and a cold stone hearth, no fire in the eastern wall. Between each of these pillars stand rows and rows of bookshelves, stacked haphazard piles of books, no form of organization, just literally scattered. At the north end of the room, towards the back side of the house, you can see another door that's closed, leads off elsewhere, you're not sure. There's a small kind of jut out on the right side in the corner of the room. And in the middle of the room, you see a row of 3 desks, one after the other. And in the nearest one, shackled with both a hand and one leg to the middle of this desk, you see a satyr or a faun figure. It's half goat, half humanoid male, kind of older, big mutton chops, big gray mutton chops and curled horns that are black, but a big kind of mop of kind of fluffy hair up top, and this kind of faint humanoid face, but with these kind of fey features. He wears like a red vest with a blue like tweed jacket over top that is clearly been caught and picked at and kind of damaged over time. He stands and seems to be the one who was addressing and waiting for you. He kind of cowers as you enter into the room with your dagger held. But you can also see there is cowering beneath the second desk, a small male gnomish figure, and also below the desk, kind of like crouched behind a chair, you can see a humanoid woman, but all looking a little tattered, disheveled.
Holy shit! It's a goat guy.
I'm a satyr is the proper term.
Are there
goat guys mildly offensive?
Sorry, but I mean, like, what's it like?
Is it like you, I suppose? But
is it like awkward to be like in a room? Does it feel cramped?
No, you're a fish man. I'm not that.
Mr. Blue, you're literally a fish man.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but I don't have like 4 legs and like a big body lying around everywhere.
I have hands. I don't have 4
He's
legs.
not a centaur.
He's not a centaur. He's a satyr.
Okay, that's fine. I mixed it up.
Think like from
I do have a tail, but
Apologies.
it doesn't feel so odd.
I'm mixing things up. But no, cool. You look good.
Thank you.
Gnome guy, are you the... Wait a minute. Are you the general's lover?
You see this small gnomish figure with like glasses that are cracked on the tip of his nose, and kind of like reddish hair, that's curly reddish hair, big bulbous nose, pointed ears, kind of a similar attire, but like disheveled, no jacket. No?
Damn.
What an odd question. I'm sorry. You're very strange. Are you liberators by chance? We are a little kept against our will.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, like, you look like an interesting, ragtag group of people. I wouldn't assume with, being warriors per se. Yes, we're liberators. We'll take who we can get. You're on the team now if you want.
Oh,
But,
no.
we expect you to be able to fight, blow things up, useful stuff.
I simply wish to be freed of these chains and manacles of this.
Of course, but I mean,
Wretched.
what are you going to give us?
I literally have nothing to give. We have been
Do you have
held
any,
here for a long period of time.
Do you have any
info could be
association with the takers?
Oh, no, they were much before this. This just happens to be the old domicile of the Darkwood family.
And are you the Darkwood family?
Well, I've been in the city quite some time. I recall their guild. I recall their actions, and I recall when the general took this and them. It was a dark day.
To help you out. We're no friend of the general or the lieutenant, whatever that thing was.
Well, we would very much like to be free of these shackles.
Just glance at Mary, knowing I'm not that smart, almost like trying to gauge how she feels about this.
Can you,
more or less
you cut out a little bit off the top there. What do you want to do, sorry?
I want to glance at Mary, wondering what her read on this is.
Sure. Mary, do you think you are here, or did you want to investigate something else?
I would probably have started trying to just look around and make sure we're not missing anything, any other baddies in the floor. Take note of all the doors we haven't got to yet. But if I hear people talking, obviously she's suspicious of everything. So she'd kind of just like linger in the back to see how the interaction goes.
Make an investigation check, but it's going to be cut short. So you'll get a very quick glance before you.
Yeah, I'm thinking like literally the 3 rooms that we're like in right now, like not going through the whole app.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the investigation was bad, so that works out. 18.
Yeah, you clear the dining room. You do a quick lap. Nothing of interest to you. The bookcase is still open to this passage downstairs, and even at a quick glance, you can see it goes down one level, and there's this kind of shifted wall where the golem was kind of stored in like a wall spot, but it also, the stairs curve and go down once more. And you can't see it, curves out of sight. You quickly make a lap across the drawing room on the other side of where the fireplace was. You can see a kitchen in the back, and there you can see the door off to the kind of small outbuilding in the backyard, in the space that Boone had seen one of these headless servants exit. The kitchen is partially stocked, but not particularly well. Just has things out and about. There's a small pantry that has some things in it, but you begin to hear the voice at this point in time, and you come through that north door in this kind of longer section on the eastern side, and you come in the opposite end to see this interaction. These 3 figures, this human woman, gnomish male, and this satyr. The rest of the party is speaking with them. The woman who's closest to you turns and like just quickly like arms up, just like in the defensive position, before looking you up and down and seeing this like glowing shield around you and this kind of like radiant like armor, and this like relief washes over her. She kind of pulls her chains out and says, "I don't know what they're talking about, but please."
Sure, I'd pause for a minute and just get a very quick read on everybody.
Make an insight check.
There, that's better than the investigation. It's my insight, a 13, so it's a 27-30 total.
Okay, Boone, go ahead with your insight check.
It's not gonna be that good. It's not bad. 23.
Okay. Mary, you look over with your passives and then including this insight check. You get quite a bit on a 30 because it's crazy. This woman directly in front of you, obviously all 3 of them have been held here against their will for some time, so it's difficult to get really where their past is, but they don't look like their attire has changed since they've been here. And this woman has several telltale signs of a figure who works in either in a brothel or in of their own volition in some of the seedier elements of the city, and has found herself in whatever manner here working against her will. There's no ill intent to any of the three. They literally look prisoners, and for whatever reason they're in this room where you can see all of these on each of the desks, books that are open, inkwells and quills, and just notations and notations and notations, all stacked on each of the desks. None of them give you any inkling of illusion or lies. They are being as forthright as possible. Boone, looking to Mary's lack of mistrust, you're confident there's nothing to be afraid of here.
If she has her hands out to me, I'll pull out my own thieves' tools and try to.
Yeah, go ahead. You got a thieves' tools check.
That is a. What's our proficiency right now?
6.
So it is. That'd be a 12 plus 8. I rolled really bad.
A 20?
It's only 20.
20 is the DC.
Oh, great. Okay.
To unlock manacles here. That's a pretty strong lock, but that's enough. So you are able to pick the lock of this woman. She says, "Thank you. I'm Vera. That's Bernard," pointing at the gnome, and that's Pim. We heard a lot of screaming. Are they?
Yeah, there's a lot of dead folks around here.
Good.
Don't go running off yet. People are watching this place like fucking crazy. Just we're gonna make sure everything else is clear.
Okay. Should we wait here?
We all kind of need to regroup a bit. Maybe we'll find you a safer spot in here to hang out, just in case. Look, it seems like you've been here a while, and we are trying to figure out what the fuck needs to happen with this place and what's up with it. If there's any information, how many people normally come through here? When's the last time you heard a big fucking sound? Anything like that?
I mean, honestly, it's been pretty quiet for some time. We're kept in these rooms. We have never left this room beyond being brought in the front door. We've been shackled here for, some months. I'm relatively new in terms of I've only been here for 3 or 4 weeks. We're not shown anything more than we need to. We just write down what's brought in and what's checked in and what goes out. Every one of these ledger books is full of things that have been paid, and things that have been brought in, things that have been sent out. But there's no mention of the coin or the general. It's all shrouded. This is just a ledger that, should anything get brought to light, of this be investigated properly, nothing comes back at him.
Do you would you be able to show us the newest ledger, or is there something of inventory currently?
Yeah, I mean all the books on top here. The last things I was just counting coin that came in. There was well over I had to count 6,000 or 7,000 gold coins. A significant amount. Pim handles some magical elements that come through. He's somewhat inclined in that nature. Bernard and I are not at all. So we simply do counting. I think Bernard's Bernard's been mostly in charge of what has gone upstairs, the levy surplus. It's nothing of interest. It's food, ale, handmade goods, things that people can't pay coin. They give what they can. And the general charges twice.
Does that sound about right for the room that we first came in?
For what's
like
upstairs?
From quick glances, the room we first came in looked like just like a general goods kind of warehouse, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And at a quick glance down the second book, Bernard's book, you can see lists of the things that you saw upstairs.
Pam, was it?
Oh, yes.
What about this arcane stuff? Anything sitting in the cellars here that might be interesting?
Indeed, the hard count room is what they call it below. It's where they store any coin, gems, jewels, and anything arcane goes down below. It's well guarded. If you're thinking of anything nefarious, but there are a number of magical items that have been stored. There's a recent supply of healing potions. They often keep potions of watchful rest that they ensure that their guard duties are never sleeping on duty. There are a very powerful artifact, a gem. It's a goddess on another world, one I don't know of. Her name is Ayun. She has a series of artifacts in her name, these gems that protect and provide for the caster. I was only able to ascertain that it was powerful, but not much more. It's still here. There are a number of scrolls, and of course, coin. Much more than any should need for a lifetime. Gems, of course, as well.
I think we could find some use for some of that.
When you say guarded,
yeah.
Do you know by whom or by what?
Or what?
Never been down below, but he kind of points to this corner, and you can see this small jut out just before it reaches the kitchen door. And he says, for smaller items, we're able to lower them below, and they are taken. Otherwise, there's another passage elsewhere in the building. There's several layers of guards in some capacity. I don't know how to lay out properly, but we hear them below in times of revelry and exchanges of guard positions and duties. I don't know much more. I'm sorry.
Do you keep stock for things that go in and out of the kitchen?
In one of these ledgers, yes. It's typically just taken from the levy.
Would you be able to make an estimation of how many people are here requiring that food?
If given some time, I could certainly try.
If you don't mind, it'll at least help. We know we've dispatched so far, but just want to make sure we know what we're getting ourselves into.
If you can give me 10 minutes or so, I'll do my best.
Yeah, take your time. I'm gonna, while that's happening, fuck off to the kitchen. Did you roll natural 1 or 20?
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Boy.
I'm going to go into the
steal.
kitchen and steal some snacks for them.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sure they don't eat well.
They don't. However, you find a number of sweet, like small, like hand-sized pies.
Chocolate almonds.
Yeah, absolutely. Chocolate-covered almonds. Just regular, like containers of nuts. There's plenty of food that needs to be properly prepared. Yeah, there's a whole series of bottled ale. If you wanted to bring that out, there's tons of stuff in here. Yeah, you can just grab for them and feed them.
Hondo, what's your HP at, by the way?
I'm about 59.
Guys,
Oof,
you
that's
need
rough
some
too.
heals. Y'all need some heals.
I
Gordo's
mean,
got this healing staff. We could take a short rest, but like, you guys need to heal. before
I'm
these
a little
guys come
concerned about
upstairs.
taking too much of a short rest because we can't get too deep into the night. And also, we don't know if any kind of. Actually, I guess I should ask that. Do you guys know if they have talked about messaging or getting things back and forth quick to elsewhere or to the hive?
Things come and go to the garrison house relatively frequently, coming and going. I'm unsure of how they communicate with one another. A group just seems to show up, or a group from here heads out, and we just mark off what has come and gone. Like I say, we're not privy to much more than what is before us, and then any attempt at any eavesdropping is severely dealt with.
Horace, you mind heading back upstairs just for a moment to keep an eye out? Just maybe do a quick little glance around, make sure no one's coming our way.
Yeah, sure. I'll keep an eye. But if anybody even so much as is thinking about killing somebody and I'm not there, I'm not gonna be happy about it.
I promise.
I'll keep you. Just kind of still staring at you.
I love how he said that if he did not help take out a single person except for Elena.
Sounds like he hurt us more. Y'all
And
need
Gord.
to heal. You look like shit. Gord, you got your healing staff. Maybe you want to pass out some of those heals to these kind of folk, and I can also heal.
Ask Cure Wounds coming at you.
That might be good. Yeah, what do you got?
Boom. Each target regains points equal to 3d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Cast it.
What is my spellcasting ability modifier?
I think plus 5.
So I roll
3d8 plus 5.
13
Plus 5?
plus 5.
18. Everyone heals 18.
all right.
Thank you.
I will duel out some healing right here. Okay, let's just do some cure wounds level 1. Brawley, you get an extra 8. Hondo, you get an extra 9. Sorry, Mary, you get an extra 4. Let's do another for Mary. You get 12 total. 4 and 8. That's all my first levels gone.
Worries, we have potions too if we need them. I just don't know if we need them. So
What's your health at
really
now?
wanna- 90.
Okay, Hondo and Brawley, what do you got?
86.
I'm at 160.
Okay, I'm going to...
One sec, we don't know how much we're going to be facing after this. We should probably just get an eye on what the fuck we're going to be dealing with first before we blow anything else too big.
I know, but better safe than sorry. And I'll just like put my hand on your shoulder, and this like surge of healing will go into you. I'm gonna lay on hands. I'm gonna give you 20 HP,
Oh shit.
and Hondo, I'm gonna give you 20 HP as well.
Yeah.
Lots of healing.
Sorry, who was 20?
Just 20 to Mary and Hondo to get them
And
up.
Hondo, okay.
Up over 100.
Because Gord, you didn't take any damage, did you?
Yeah, I did,
Court's
but
up.
I'm at 86 of 110.
I'm gonna give you 10.
Thanks.
I'm just going around to everyone, just like tapping their shoulder, tapping their shoulder,
Mhm.
tapping their shoulder.
So, is there anything else you guys want to do as another?
That was lay on hands for the listener, if they were wondering. So,
another 5 minutes to go before kind of Pim is finished what he's doing.
Can I? Oh, I'm so bad at this shit. But anyways, can I put my head on the floor and try and listen through the floorboard to like try and hear anything?
Sure. Go ahead.
10.
You're not sure if there is anything to be heard directly below here. It might just be earth. You're really not sure, and you're not getting anything. It doesn't help that the sounds of all the people moving about and the
Just hear
creaking,
Hondo's feet right next to me.
creaking of wood. You don't get any further.
Pick myself up. Ooh, one more thing. Can I check out that lieutenant's body? What has he got kicking around on him?
Sure, go make an
That's a
investigation
good
check.
idea.
I'm not good at this shit, guys. 4.
Oof.
He had his sword. That's pretty
He had a
obvious. He had a
sword.
little swordy sword.
It takes you a minute to even find the sword.
Where is he? Where is he?
You just start like wandering
He
out
got squished.
into the building, and yeah, there's like the mayhem in here is pretty wild. Like the bookshelves are destroyed. This guy's missing a head. His body's been partially squished. The
I
iron
found the
golem's
head.
missing a head. The head's squished.
Oh shit.
The golem stepped on it. It's just a giant squished grape. Though in a few minutes you do find the sword, and as you pick it up, it does kind of it tingles with that kind of magic of a magic weapon, of a magic item. You can feel a particular energy in it, but you don't know what it is.
Maybe you just put this in the bag, Miss Brawley, and your Valentine friend can check it out later.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Just write it down.
After
Lieutenant Sword.
a few more moments here, Pim, with like 3 different notebooks and like just scratch paper of just like notation and things, says, I believe I've come with a rough estimate based on the food in and out of the kitchen, how much it would take to feed roughly these relatively large men, and they certainly indulge while here because they may as well. There are at least a dozen figures who require some form of sustenance, and a specific large amount sent below, separate.
Oh, fuck. Great. Okay. Is the specific large amount like normal people food, like, or is it?
It's more. It does appear to be mostly meat.
Okay, yeah. There's another giant beastie in the basement.
I wouldn't say giant, but certainly something hungry.
More hungry than the creepy shadow dog thing on the second floor?
There's a creepy shadow dog thing on the second
Not
floor.
not anymore.
There
There was a
was
creepy
creepy
dog thing.
shadow.
Oh, there didn't appear to be anything sent above. Anything more than what would serve at least 10 to 12 men.
Thank you. We got at least half a dozen more downstairs, plus whatever the fuck's eating the lab.
Well, why don't we go say hi?
Kyle, are there any other like random, like I saw on the map that there were other little like closets and shit?
Hondo
kind of just opened
swiftly checked there's a bathroom, a water closet, and one's just a closet, like a coat closet.
Okay.
That's all you've seen thus far, and you did the rest.
Okay. We didn't check out upstairs, right? I'm
There's-
very wary of like certain rooms because I don't want to like open any of these curtains. Like I don't want any light to come through.
Yeah, that's fair. Thus far, nothing has shifted in that region, but there is a big bay window facing south in this like room that you're in with all these people, but there's no light in here.
Would that be the room that Allie saw light in last game?
It would be directly above. It'd be upstairs, where you guys were fighting. There was this kind of table and chairs in a bay window on the second floor, where you presume those mercenaries you killed upstairs were sitting. as they rush to the door while you're fighting the big dog. That's where, Allie, that's exactly where that light came from.
Pim or whoever, you mentioned there's like a, what do they call that? The like dummy waiter thing to send down?
Mhm.
But is there another door into the downstairs, or you all ain't sure?
I mean, we found a door where a giant iron dude came out of, and also there's a dragon skull over here. I should take a look at that again.
A dragon what?
I don't know. I don't know anything beyond this room. We send things every now and again, and really we don't do it. The mercenaries would come in and take when we are finished counting, and either send it up or down.
Right. Well, I don't want to speak for the group here, but I feel like you all should probably get on and out of here, because it's probably going to get loud pretty soon.
Is it safe to?
Well, that's my one concern, is if you leave now, we won't be able to have your back. We know we took out one watch on whatever direction of the house is, I'll point, on that side, on a roof.
West.
But we don't know for sure if there's any more, or if maybe a relief already came and found that. Secondly, and I don't mean this in any disrespect, you guys look rough, like you've had a hard time, and I wouldn't, if you're not super quiet and super sneaky, you might tip someone else off that something's going on here. Now, it seems like this floor's safe, potentially even if you want to hold up in a room of your choosing, kitchen, it doesn't have to be this room here. We can try to escort you out when, who's not wrong, things are going to get fucking loud. And our intention is to, burn this place to the ground. That would be lovely. But we kind of need to deal with what's in the basement first. Oh, I just had a thought that we need to finish up. I'll say, no, I'll wait till this conversation's I'll wait till the decision's made.
You just wistfully doze off the couch.
Well, it's just kind of macabre, and I don't really want to talk about it in front of these people.
I don't know about you, but these folks, they look like they could fight.
These folks
We do not look like we can fight.
Up, Hondo. Do not stop
they can't
conscripting
fight.
people who have no desire to be conscripted.
I mean,
these ain't the pigmen that Valentine told me about. You're so fond of.
I mean, Mr. Gnome here, that guy can probably cut a few tongues out, gouge a few
What
eyes.
gave you the impression that this man could cut? He's starting to dry heave.
The lamb guy, he can probably slaughter a few people.
Okay, first off,
Oh.
lamb guy is a ram guy. He's a goat, half goat, satyr.
We are not combatants, sir. I am a tinkerer. He is an accountant. She is a woman of the night.
She's a tailor. He's a spy. We got a tinker, a accountant, a tailor, soldier, spy.
I just heard woman of the night. That is
Let me
the
stop you right.
number one assassin that you can have on a squadron.
Oh,
She kind of looks at you and says, "You're not entirely wrong. I'm still not going to do what you want."
Why don't you all stay here? We could even shut you back in. If any scouts come by or anything, you could just.
If it's all
You
the
know,
same
say-
to you, I'm going to wait in the kitchen. I've seen a door through when they come through there. At the very least, it's a place to lay low, and if we hear things go south, there's a door, and I'm running.
There's
Okay,
also
well, all
a
right.
block of knives in there, so wouldn't hurt to
You
tuck
do.
that in your
I
pocket.
would like to be armed. Yes, I'm an assassin, remember?
Actually an assassin?
No.
Yeah, let's go. I don't like giving them a head start.
We need to get moving.
But let's grab the ledger book for Cerulean, the journalist. I bet he'd find that interesting.
There are
Sure.
many. Which one do you want to grab, or how many?
What do you
Let's
think's the most
start with-
incriminating here?
What do we think about the newest and the oldest?
Sure, I grab both.
Well, there are 3. There's one on each of the desks that are currently open, and there are 3 that are currently actively being inscribed into. So there are 3 books to grab that are actively the current books. To find the oldest would take an investigation check.
I can try.
All right.
Or
I start trying to shove it in the bag of holding the new ones.
Sure. No problem.
Only 20.
Bad
roll.
It's really difficult to discern the lack of organization. It's just chaos in here. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no labeling. There's nothing. And you just have to go on the kind of wear on the leather of the binding and the layers of dust. And there's 25 different books that could be the oldest. It's really difficult to ascertain. So you got a bunch that are old.
I'll pick an older one, and then basically hoping that if there's dates in here, it'll just show the rough length of time that this has been going on.
So write down 3 new ledger books and 1 old. Somebody.
As we step out of the room, I'm going to go to Alana because she's bag holding. Just say, part of this plan was originally to frame some of the super badass mercy killers. Do you still have that armor? In the bag?
I think so. Let me double check. And then I'll check in there and see if I have it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to kind of summon it through the bag, and to remove it will take a minute or so because it's several pieces of heavy armor. It's not that it's heavy, but to get it out of the bag carefully it just takes time.
This is going to be time consuming, but I think we need to at least get this on one of the bodies that have been dispatched, either upstairs or something. Even if we burn this place down, some of that armor is going to remain.
As you guys are in the middle of this conversation and pulling out the armor in the foyer, you begin to smell smoke.
You smell smoke?
Yeah.
Where's it coming from?
Make a perception check.
Ooh.
17.
17. It smells like it's upstairs.
Okay.
Horace.
You look up and you can see just kind of faint smoke kind of billowing out from the landing.
Rush upstairs.
Just running upstairs, you can see that they're, you don't see Horace immediately, but from the room where the dog was, there's just smoke. It's just wafting out.
Shit.
Take my clave out.
Hondo, we need your water.
I'm fine.
Can't let people see smoke before
you rush to the door, and you see Horace in the midst of just lighting small fires, burning the curtains, and there's a big pile of curtains and cloth in the middle of the room, and the couple of bodies that are up here, and he's brought in some alcohol from the levee room, and it's just pouring it on. And just,
Horace, you are fucking up the order of operations here. Do you not want to murder more people?
You guys are taking way too fucking long. We gotta.
Do you understand? Yeah, if we're gonna get moving. However, if we need to work on stuff in the basement, that's where the murdering people is gonna happen. We
Smoke them out.
We cannot bring the building down on top of ourselves. Do you also not want to steal shit?
I mean, honestly, I don't care at this point. I really just want to burn this thing down. If there's guys in the basement and we burn it from the top, eventually they gotta come through the fire. Right?
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but all of the cool shit that we need, and we need to get the fuck out of here so that you can potentially.
Cool shit.
Fuck
I
it.
live in the
sewers. Are you sure? Because what if those cool things include stuff that blows up?
I mean, does it?
Who knows? It could.
Make
The
a
person
deception
told us
check.
about it sounded pretty cool.
A deception.
Yeah.
17.
It's just I mean, if it blows stuff up.
Who knows? It could. There's all sorts of magic shit down there, and I'm sure one of those things likes to blow shit
Can
up.
I start stamping stuff out?
Yes.
The little fires. It's just
You're gonna take some fire damage to do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you willing
I'm
to take?
resistant to fire.
I'll
Oh.
help out.
You would take 8 reduced to 4 points of damage. As you, between you and Brawley, you will take the full 8 if you help.
Okay.
But you
that's
were both
fine.
able to very quickly quell this fire that Horus had started. Just pulling
Let's
the
go
sheets
down.
away from this like bonfire and just like shaking them, stomping on the extra flames.
I like the Mercy Killer plan, but let's do it after the fact. Let's get
What if we need to get
Spider.
it the fuck out of here quickly? Is my concern.
Horus just was lighting fires. Like I just feel like we should go downstairs.
Horace, do you want to do something really weird and fucked up that
Does
also
it-
helps frame some mercy killers?
I mean, yeah, sure, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, help me get some armor on this dead guy.
Okay. Just begins taking the other armor off the dead guy to put the bigger armor on. This will
Figured if
take
the two of us.
It's going to take you 10-15 minutes.
Does anyone else want to like help to make
It's
this
not
go
going to.
faster?
More people
It's
won't
not going to
help.
matter.
It's
Okay,
such
I
an
wasn't sure.
intricate annoyance to move a dead person into a heavy suit of armor. Like more people may help, but it's not going to decrease the time. This is a
Okay.
tedious thing you're doing.
What are we gonna do about this guy's face, though?
It doesn't matter
Worst.
because he's going to get his ass burnt. All we need is a body out of armor on a dead guy, on a skeleton.
Alright. So Horus gets to burn this guy after.
Yeah.
Yes,
Why not now?
afterwards, because then remember, building falls on top of us. Also, smoke is like super visible, even at night.
But we want to send a message.
We will send a
After.
message. We will send a message after we are no longer in fucking danger.
You guys don't get
We'll
the
go
anarchist
downstairs and you
vibe,
can-
you know.
You can spit more acid at all sorts of fucking people downstairs. Apparently, there's more of them.
Okay. Can we go?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's like babysitting.
Now
Yes,
you're
we'll
done.
go.
We can go.
I'm gonna go try to take a look at that skull and see if it's actually like something that has like a secret latch or something cool in it.
Make an investigation check.
Sick.
19 on the dice.
Go.
That is great. So that is a 19. 33.
You can see that it does indeed. There's one of the horns along the like nose, the bridge of the nose of this draconic snout, is not real, and there's a small hinge, and you can see it would open and like lift and close. You're not sure exactly its function, but given the roll and given what you can see here, it looks like it would function similarly to reveal and close the passage below.
Oh, to close the passage that was already opened
Mhm.
from the book. Okay.
So you rolled very high. One can, if it's already open, one of them can close it, or the other could open it. Like they both serve the same function, just depending on which way it goes.
It's like having two light switches that do the same light, so then sometimes you can accidentally get one like where you have to turn it on by pressing down, and it's really annoying.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. All right. Are we ready to go explore a super spooky dungeon and any
Yeah, we're
other
ready.
preparation shit we want to do?
Oh,
All right, Hondo, you're our resident sneaker downer dungeon stairs.
Sneaker down or dungeon.
Stairs. You going?
There.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Are you going stealthily or just walking down?
I don't know. I'll go stealth.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
It's a 6, but
I think
It's a
It's
10
one of your
for
things.
Hondo.
And it's plus 17.
1,000.
Are you guys following or letting Honda go solo here?
I'm gonna just watch him go solo for a bit. Like, how far down the stairs does it go?
The stairs descend about 10-15 feet before it turns, and you're not sure.
When he starts turning, I'll follow after.
Okay, so at least 10 to 15 feet back. So you guys are still technically up in the main room before he kind of looks around the corner. So he's the only one who's technically down the stairs. He's not particularly far away. But Hondo, as you descend the stone staircase down this 10 feet, you can turn and just make a perception check for me.
A 1.
Perfect.
What perception you said?
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Possession's expertise, so 10 plus 14, 24.
That's a natural 1, son.
But
Damn!
she's a nat 1, baby.
Let's see. How do you fuck up a perception check like this?
So 15 total.
Let's see.
How would our boy Hondo fuck this up?
Like, would
I
it be...
would
I
grab
make
his
myself-
attention so much.
Like,
What if he's thinking about how similar he is to Horus? And those couple nights he spent with so many strange partners.
I hit Horus on the back and he ends up tumbling down the stairs and alerting everyone.
No, because you did stealth very well, and everyone is specifically staying back. It's just you down. So your stealth is not broken by someone else. However, what you see elicits a response from you that breaks your stealth because it is so intriguing to you. And what you see, you don't see, there are things to see here. You just focus on this one cool thing you see. And it's so cool that you let out a gasp, an audible because what you see is on a desk, you're not even sure the distance away from the base of the stairs here. The stairs descend another 10 feet down to a stone floor that extends outward. And as you get low and look, you can see a desk in the distance, this metal desk, and attached to it, you can see like a cannon with like a singular space for a person to kind of sit in. And this cannon is kind of roiling with energy, spinning. You can just see a person behind it ready to aim, and you can see that the energy grows, the light at the front grows, and as you go, just thinking of all the cool shit you could do with this dope energy cannon, it lets loose a blast in your direction. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Holy yeah. Okay, 14. Roll. Dex save, you say?
Mhm.
Plus 12, 26.
You were just around the corner. You gave away your stealth with the poor roll on your perception, but you're still you. You're still dope and still super dexterous. And you watch as it comes. You're like, oh shit! And you just kind of move and just step back, like you just tuck back in. But all of you watch, like an array of kind of white gray energy just spray against the wall, and this just doesn't leave any impact, but there's this arcane spray and splash, and clearly they know you're coming.
What the fuck was that?
It was a cannon.
Well, maybe Sarge, go get him. Use whisper and teleport and kill that guy.
And you could come and help.
Yes, we're coming up.
Sure, I'm right behind you.
Quickly, guys.
I will attack the cannon.
Okay. Then
The
we're gonna have
cannon or the
everyone.
dude on it?
Just throw past him.
There's a dude behind it. But if you guys are running in a combative way, your positions are well known. There's no surprise here. Let's all roll initiative.
Let's do it. Fuck it. Yeah.
Actually, it's 11:30. It's already kind of late to do a whole combat. We may have to just pause at this fight
Let's do it.
at the edge of the hard count room, and all of the treasures that lay beyond and threats that lay down in this secretive basement below Darkwood Manor. And then on to bigger and better things.
Maybe we should blow the room up.
It's not a bad idea.
Like father, like son. Thanks for tuning in. Join us next time as the Wildcards make their play on the vault of the Darkwood Manor. But will their cunning be outgunned by the Crimson Coin? There'll be a new episode every 2 weeks, but until then, keep exploring.